Hello everyone, how are all of you? I hope all of you must be doing great. So today I'm going to talk about a novel called Frankenstein, which was written by Mary Shelley. I will narrate the summary through visual images. First I will give a brief background and then the summary. The full title of the novel is Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus. It was published in 1818. It can be categorized under the genre of Gothic literature, epistolary novel, and science fiction. And the major themes are unchecked ambition, isolation and rejection, need for human connection, and revenge. Now, let us move on to the summary part. The story narrative begins with letters from an Arctic explorer, Robert Walton, who writes to his sister about his unforgettable journey in search of glory and knowledge, during which he saves a exhausted and weak man who is wandering on the ice, later revealed to be Victor Frankenstein. Victor begins to tell his life story, detailing his growing up years in a supportive and loving family. It is there where he develops a passion for science and becomes fascinated with life and death, which eventually leads him to take admission in Ingolstadt University. It is this place where his passion turns into an unhealthy obsession and he began experimenting with the idea of creating a new life with non-living matter. After spending months in conducting secret experiments in isolation, and eventually he succeeded in creating a life out of dead body parts. But when the creature comes to life, Victor was frightened by its monstrous appearance and abandoned the creature in disgust and fear. After this act of rejection, the real journey of sufferings begins. Victor falls sick and is looked after by his friend Henry Clerval. Soon, Victor receives the news that his younger brother has been murdered. A female servant named Justin is falsely accused for the crime. Victor realizes that the creature is behind his brother's murder, but he chooses to remain silent out of guilt and fear. While wandering in the mountains, Victor meets the monstrous creature who tells his story of rejection and loneliness. He elaborates that how he learned the human language and behavior by observing a poor family, after which he developed feelings of love and acceptance. But his every attempt to befriend humans was met with rejection and violence. As a result, the emotions of fear took birth in him and he became bitter and feelings of anger took all over him. He killed Victor's younger brother William in order to take revenge. Then the creature demands Victor to create a female companion for him. He promises that he will leave the human society and will not harm anyone if his demand is fulfilled. Initially, Victor hesitates and begins creating another creature. Soon he becomes fearful of the dangerous consequences and destroys his work midway. This angers the creature and vows to take revenge. He warns Victor that he will be present on his wedding night. The murderous trail continues with the killings of Henry Clerval and Elizabeth, who is Victor's wife. Both these killings took place on the wedding night. Victor becomes devastated and is engulfed with feeling of fear, guilt, and revenge. Victor decides to pursue the creature across the vast distances and attempts to destroy him. After chasing the creature, Victor lands on the icy regions of the Arctic where he meets Robert Walton and recounts his tragic story before he dies. After Victor dies, the creature appears and displays remorse for his actions. He admits to his crimes and reveals that his harmful actions were a result of sufferings, loneliness, and rejection he faced. At the end of the novel, the creature declares that he will end his life and disappears into the darkness. So, yes, here ends the summary. If you like the video, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.